Okay. So hello, J.MAK students, and welcome to MAK.STERS by J.MAK. Thank you for being here with us to learn more about J2Collection with Ivana. For those that don't know me, I'm Meg Crosby, hospitality personality at J.MAK, based in chilly and rainy Raleigh, North Carolina. You can always reach out to me and our team. Dolores is with us as well. You can reach us at hi@jmak.com for any questions about any of our partners. Today, after the presentation, we'll open the floor for a brief Q&A session. So feel free to put those questions either in the chat box or the Q&A icon. You can type those in there. And then we'll continue our MAK.STERS class sessions with a new partner introduction next week. That'll be on Tuesday, January 23rd at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be introducing Elements Yachting. So they're a new luxury fleet based in Paros, and also be talking about Original Senses Greece too. So great combination there, talking about all things Greece. So be sure to tune in on that next Tuesday, the 23rd at 1 p.m. You can register through the events page on jmak.com. At the top right, you'll see events. You can click on that and register through there. So thank you for your continued support. And without further ado, Ivana, if you want to get us going.
Sure. Hi, everybody. It's so nice to see so many of you and so many familiar names and so many people that I don't know still, but hopefully I will get to know very well you all after this webinar. I will just present you very shortly, like it will not be a long time presentation because I know it's January, everybody are crazy busy all day. So I think maybe I'll share screen now. Let me share it with you all. Yeah, so we are here. So I'll talk a lot. Please stop me if I talk too much, but yeah, here it goes. So the most, why we organize this webinar is mostly because we launch our new branding and we expand a little bit. So for now, we are trying to promote what we do and how we do it through the J2Collection. It's a fully privately owned by me, the new company, and it will present all our free brands: Journey to Croatia, Journey to Slovenia, and Journey to Montenegro. Majority of you knows us through Journey to Croatia. We did work also in Slovenia and Montenegro for the last 7 years, but not many agents knew that. So we decided we will do new branding and promote even more Slovenia and Montenegro. I would say Slovenia as much as possible because it's really upcoming destination in the last 3 years, and Montenegro, you already know, many of you, because of the big hotel name groups that are there. So all 3 countries, we have the same services, the best guides. We work only with the best hotels, villas, and all partners. So just a little bit about us. We are in a travel industry almost 15 years. I personally started in New York, moved back home and opened the company. And we are a small team of 5 of us full-time, and few of them join us during the summer season when it's a little bit crazy here. So let's go just straight to the point. I think with the things that you are most interested in is how everything goes, how much days you need here in all 3 countries, how we can do it, etc., etc. So I would say the biggest, the gray part that you see, it's Croatia. On the north is Slovenia and Italy. Below is Montenegro. It's very small part. It's hard to see it, but it's all the way on the south.
Hold on 1 second, Ivana. I think for some reason I'm still seeing just your main slide, like the first slide.
Just the main slide. Do you see
like
now
the first one?
Do you see the Dubrovnik picture?
No.
No, wait just a second then.
Oh, wait,
Maybe
there we go.
Yes.
There we
it's
go.
better. It's better this
Yeah.
way.
Now
Okay,
I
let's
can
do
see the
this way.
brightness.
Yeah, let's do this way then. I'll put on a presentation, so that's why. So let's do this way. So it's
Okay.
Dubrovnik, and then I jump to the map. So as I said, this is the Croatia that you see in a gray. Then north Slovenia and Italy. I'm mentioning Italy because it's important in the last few years also for us. And Montenegro is all the way to the south, just 45 minutes from Dubrovnik. So the first thing that mostly advisors ask us is how many days we need for Croatia, or how many days we need to combine Slovenia and Montenegro. There is a few solutions that we like to tell to the advisors. So here is a lot of solutions, but there is many options. You can do 40 nights, you can do 10 nights, you can do 8 nights. You can combine all 3 countries, or you can combine just 2 countries, or just do 1 country. So let me go back to the map. So if you are, for example, want to have clients who like to go only with the direct flights. In the last few years, as Croatia is now European Union, there is no borders. We like to tell the advisors, fly them to Italy. We can pick up them in Venice, on Trieste, drive them to Croatia or to Slovenia. In 2 or 3 hours, you are in both countries. So if they want to fly directly, take them to Italy, we'll pick them up in Italy and then drive them to Slovenia and Croatia. Same way if they wanted to fly directly, but after 24 of May, they can fly home from Dubrovnik to Newark. If they are in Montenegro, also I always suggest to go back to Dubrovnik because there is a better flight connections and they can fly home from Dubrovnik. So let's go back to the how many days you need to have to combine all countries or just few countries. So if you have, for example, 14 days, you can do Slovenia for 4 nights, for example. You can do, let me go here. You can do 4 nights Slovenia, then jump to Croatia with a car, do 3 nights in Istria, which is the north part of Croatia. That's this part of Croatia. Then jump through the national park, for example, to Plitvice Lakes, and stay for a few nights in Šibenik or Split. There is a big difference between these 2 cities, which I always like to mention. Mostly people know about Split, and I like to move clients more to Šibenik in these last few years, because Split is getting overcrowded. In July, August, September, it's a big port. Many charters are going from there, all the ferries, all catamarans, so it can be hectic. Šibenik is, if you look at the Split airport, Split town from Split airport is approximately 30 minutes, depending on the traffic. It can be a little more. Šibenik is only 45 minutes. So there is no big difference. And if you want to see Split, you can also see Split when you go to the islands, just to visit the town and then go to the islands. Next thing is that we always suggest to do at least 1 island during your stay and then finish in Dubrovnik. I like to leave Dubrovnik always to the end because it's the most beautiful. So clients can be surprised when they see it, and then start from north and finish in the south. There is a second option where you can do like just 4 nights in Istria. You don't do Slovenia. 7 nights in Dalmatia. These 7 nights you can do sea and land base. So sleep in hotels and do the private boat transfers and day trips with the boat. Or you can do charter with the yacht, or motor yacht, sailing yacht, catamaran, and then finish in Dubrovnik and continue your way to the Montenegro for 3 nights. In the last few years, Montenegro for us, it's not long, it's not location where clients stay for long. The maximum that we had clients in Montenegro in the last few years was like a 5 nights maximum. Mostly they stay 3 nights to just do R&R, to recharge after the whole trip, or in the beginning of the trip for 3 nights and then move back to Croatia. So there is many options for 40 nights, and you can combine all 3 countries. Then for 10 nights, I always suggest to just do 2 locations, or just to do Istria and Dalmatia, or to just do Dalmatia, or Dalmatia with the end in Dubrovnik, in Montenegro. So If you do too many locations, it will be like a bus stations. You will jump from place to place. You will not experience anything. And during the season time, it's crowded on the streets. It's crowded on the sea. So I would suggest stay longer in each location rather than to jump from place to place. If you have only 8 nights or a week, focus on Dalmatia, which means split to Dubrovnik, or focus on a north, which is Slovenia and Istria, or just focus on Dubrovnik and Montenegro. So you can do everything. It depends just on the time, how much days clients have. You can do whatever you want. If they want to do just short city break, depends on the time when they're arriving, but Dubrovnik is also always perfect to have 4 nights in Dubrovnik, or to have 4 nights in Istria. Easily fly to Venice, because there is not good connection flights during the whole year in Istria. Fly to Venice, 2-hour drive, do 4 nights in Istria, do a little truffle, do a little olive oil, wine tasting, easy walking and around the hilltop towns, perfect. Or Zagreb is becoming very popular. I didn't mention in the itineraries Zagreb, but it's becoming very popular, not just for the transit town. People stay for 2 or 3 nights also in Zagreb, because it's easily connected to Slovenia, which is just 1.5 hours. And also they can start the trip at Zagreb and then go down to the coast. So I know this is a lot of information right now. We will, of course, we will share the presentation, and you can always ask us in the email what would be the best solution for the clients. But in general, just so you know, you can do many things. You can do many options. If clients wants to fly directly, Italy, Dubrovnik, if they are okay with the connecting flights, then they can fly Zagreb. Pula airport is a smaller airport, but very well connected during the season. Zadar, if you have clients who are flying privately with their private jets, I always suggest Zadar. It's a smaller airport and very easy to navigate. We can easily take clients in and out of the airport. Nobody will know. Cars can come easily inside. So perfect Split. I like to skip Split if it's private jets, because you never know, will we be able, not to us, airport, will be able to offer VIP assistance, and Dubrovnik always. So that's mostly about the itineraries. As many
Ivana,
of you know,
can I ask a question? Sure. I'm going to interrupt. When we're talking with those itineraries, 4 nights to 14, what is kind of like the sweet spot in terms of budget, I guess? Like maybe, you know, a mix of 4 and 5 star, or typically the you know, kind of requests that you're seeing from the American clientele. What are we kind of looking at in terms of budget?
In terms of budget, look, very honestly, we do have very high-end clients, but still we do have honeymooners and a little bit lower budget clients. So it can be from 10 to 35. Nice trip for like 7 to 10 days. When I'm talking about 35,000 euros, for example, it's mostly with the families. And when they do like 8 nights to 10, and when they have a little bit more private boats and more experiences. Yeah, as you mentioned, hotels are 4 and 5 star combinations, because there is not always 4 or 5 stars in some old towns and the cities. 40 nights will be more. It will be 50K plus if we are looking into 40 nights. But again, it depends. If you're doing one and only in Montenegro, or if you're doing a nice small 5-star hotel, more heritage style, it's huge difference. And there is for every type of the client. They can easily have nice experiences with the good hotels and still be in a nice budget. It doesn't have to be over the top. I would say from this year, it's around 1,500 euro per day, like a minimum. We done few this year, few trips that are a little lower, but it's struggling when we are doing a little lower budgets. I would say 1,500, it's like good start for the day.
Oh,
yeah. Anything else, Meg? You know my presentations. You were on the sales calls with me, so if I don't say something, please interrupt me and tell me. So yeah, I will not talk much about the experiences that we do, because as many DMCs, we do offer everything, and we are happy that in Croatia, Slovenia, and Montenegro, there is a wide range of everything. So still not so commercialized, still not, you can still feel that local spirit. Croatia and Slovenia are very, very focused on gastronomy, great restaurants, many local producers of wine, olive oil, cheese, truffles. Also very important, truffles now, it's not just in Istria, in North Coast, we have also in Dalmatia, in Split area. So a lot of things about the gastronomy, like oyster tasting, cooking classes, sommelier tours in the towns, many things. Also, a lot of adventure, because Croatia is beautiful for nature and very easy to do biking, hiking, kayaking, or any type easy adventures like zip lines, ATV tours, and horseback ridings, everything. In terms of Slovenia, I would say it's a very, very green country and very into nature. So when you sell Slovenia, I would always sell not as a luxury location, like luxury destination. It will be more about nature, about the local small hotels, 5-star hotels also, but many of them are more 4-star, family oriented, and focusing on a lot on gastronomy. So that would be Slovenia. Croatia is a mixture of everything: sea, land, gastronomy, nature, whatever you need in Croatia, you can find. And Montenegro is more focused on a smaller, still unfortunately, on small Boka Bay area, which is a Kotor, Perast, and location there is one and only. It's famous for the big brand hotel name groups, not so many experiences, but still have great nature, national parks, a lot of culture, good wineries, nice boat trips, and yeah, mostly that's it. So whatever your clients need and have an interest, we really can do it. Depending on their interest, we can look around if they are better fit for Slovenia, or they are better fit for Croatia or Montenegro. So we can really combine a lot of things. I personally love design and art, so I'm very good with many designers and artists and pottery makers in Croatia and in Slovenia. So this is something that we like to promote, and probably the J2 collection will go in that direction, also promoting local producers, local partners, designers, artists, and everything around that, not just working on in the travel business, because I really love Croatia and the countries around them, and I think we have amazing people who are there for us all the time and appreciate what we do for them. So I think we need to promote them as much as possible. So accept all these experiences that we have. And also, this is my daughter a long time ago on a jewelry making coral store in Dubrovnik. So except of all these experiences that we have, we offer a lot of yacht charters. We have so many requests. I see a lot of agents right now on the call who already books a lot of yachts this summer with us. So from 10K to 100K. So there is for every type of client. Personally, I take a catamaran. It's a good value for money, because there is a 4 cabins, something like this on the first picture, and it's you can go around, you can stop wherever you want. You don't have to be in a big port, you don't have to spend money on fees for the port. You can be in a base, you can eat in local restaurants, and still save more money than if you are in hotels, because it's cheaper. So for 15K 1 week, perfect. Other boats that we do is a motor yachts, 3-4 cabins to 5 cabins, and then there is a bigger boats with the 6 cabins. We lack right now. We have so many requests for June for the yachts that we don't have any more options almost for the June. So June is already overbooked, but yeah, we are trying to find the spaces, of course. Other things that is very important, because I know there will be a question, what's new in terms of new hotels in Croatia, Slovenia, and Montenegro. In Croatia, there is not much new news happening, because we don't have big hotel name groups. They are not coming in the next 2 or 3 years. Yes, there will be 4 seasons. There is talking about the MAN near Dubrovnik, but this will not happen till 2025, as much as I know. Slovenia has a lot of new small boutique style hotels, which their owners are not into travel business. Their owners are in other industries, and there is a popularity now to open the small hotel. It's like a posh thing to have in Slovenia. So they are opening in whole country many small boutique hotels in a very good quality. And in Montenegro, as you know, there is more big name hotel groups than a smaller hotels. So that's the only thing. I know the big question will be what is about with MAN in San Stefan in Montenegro. I just had a call yesterday with the main people from MAN here, and then they say it's not opening. Only thing that are there, they are promoting, and it will open, will be Villa Miločer, which is on the, not on the peninsula, not on small peninsula, it's on the land. So it's just a few suites that they have in Villa Miločer, but it will be open in the season. So that's about the hotels. Also, another important thing, Villa Dubrovnik is, everybody knows about Villa Dubrovnik. They close it, they're renovating, it will be beautiful, and they will be closed for the pre-season. They will probably, announcement is June 15 that they will reopen, and I think they will, because they had the contract still, I think April to finish everything in a hotel, and the reopening would be June 15. So if you need, that's why I'm always trying to tell all advisors that are sending requests in this crazy January, really try to book as soon as possible everything. Mostly Dubrovnik. Dubrovnik is now limited with the hotels because of the renovation of Villa Dubrovnik, because some other hotels need to renovate, and there is a few hotels that we use that are already getting fully booked in June. So try to get you back to us as soon as possible, but if you are looking for the June and beginning of July. August is still okay, September is still okay. This year we had the booking still November 15, which was very surprising for us, because we mostly finished season beginning of October, but this year we had till the November. So weather is still nice, and how things are going, I think whole Europe will change some things, and there will be many bookings later in the year, not just in the summer season. Why I mentioned Dubrovnik right now, because we are limited with the hotels in Dubrovnik. We do offer a lot of villas in Dubrovnik area. Majority of villas that we have are in Dubrovnik area, and also on Hvar Island, and some in Istria. So if you have a family, sometimes it's even better and cheaper to be in a villa, because in Croatia villas are from 2,000 euro per day to 5,000-7,000 euro per day. If you have a family with 10 people, it's much better value for money to be in a villa and do side trips to anywhere you want, with a private boat or with the driver around that area. So that's about villas. I sometimes mention that we do celebration and events, but this is a smaller one, smaller weddings, up to 50 people, family gatherings, anniversaries and these things, but it's not our core business. So if you only have family who wants to celebrate something, or small team building, we can do that, but it's not really my focus. More is leisure and enjoying around Croatia, Slovenia, and Montenegro. That will be like in general my presentation. If you go through our links, you will see, I will go just on J2Collection just to see that we do have all 3 websites. We are working on many stories, trying to do the news, and we are starting with newsletter and promoting as much as possible Slovenia and Montenegro. But if you click on these links, you will see all free websites with small informations about every country, with the stories, with the itineraries, etc., etc. We will do many more things in a few months, and just follow along on social and everywhere that you can. And yeah, we'll be happy to help with anything. And if you have questions now, or if I forgot to say something, please be free to ask.
Thanks, Ivana. So yeah, if you guys have some questions, feel free to go ahead and put them in the Q&A or the chat. When Ivana, we were talking about the budget, a lot of people asked if that 1,500 was per person per day, or is it per couple?
I would say per couple.
Per couple?
If it's really high-end clients, it will be per person per day. But if it's like a mid-range, it will be per couple.
Okay.
Also, what I forgot to mention, which is very important, and we do for many of our advisors that we book a lot with them, we do, for example, if they have clients on a cruise ships, we do sometimes the private experiences for them. That's the one thing. Or if they are going on a sailing or cruise and they booked yacht through somebody else, we can do experiences for them, or pre-stay and post-stay. Then in that term, it's cheap. It's not that budget. So it's pre-stay and post-stay are much cheaper than to do the whole package. But we do that also pre-stay, post-stay, and private experiences if clients are on the cruises.
So talking about those yachts too, say if they're booking a yacht through you specifically, is there a minimum number of nights that you need to book a yacht, or could it be 1-2 nights?
Yes. Charters, like a regular charters that goes through MIBA agreements, international agreements, it needs to be a week minimum, mostly, but it's not like 100%. Mostly it's Saturday to Saturday or Sunday to Sunday. We do have some smaller yachts with 3 or 4 cabins, but very limited number of them in the Dalmatia area that we can use for shorter trips, for 3 nights or 4 nights. But that's like, I can count on my 2 hands how many of them we have. So it's if you get to us early, in the early stages, in early beginning of the year, there's possibility we can do that 3 nights, 4 nights on the yacht. And it's best to do from Split to Dubrovnik or Dubrovnik to Split. And it's 3 or 4 cabins maximum.
Gotcha. Sherry asked that she has a family looking to plan for June 2025. So when do you advise, start working on this particular booking?
So I would say, I would just tell you example, how is this year? For example, for 2024, we started booking in July last year. So it's surprisingly, mostly it was before, it was like September, October, but this year we start booking in end of June, beginning of July. So if for 2025, I would say this summer. We hate that, to be very honest, because we are in the middle of the season, but then you will, and also if they are really good clients, very high end, definitely reach out in July. The biggest problem why is because Croatia and Slovenia are Montenegro not, but Croatia and Slovenia are very limited with properties, good properties. Yeah. So, and very limited with the suites. For example, Villa Dubrovnik is renovated. We were forcing them to try to have more suites. They will not. They will have same amount of suites in a hotel. So that's the only trick. Very limited amount of properties and not many family suites or 2-bedroom suites or bigger suites, because I know a lot of from the COVID till now, we book more suites than the rooms at this stage.
Let's see here. So after Villa Dubrovnik, what is considered the best hotel in Dubrovnik? What would you say?
After Villa Dubrovnik is Excelsior. It's big. It's bigger hotel. Service is very good, not so personalized as in Villa Dubrovnik, because Villa Dubrovnik has the best ever service. But rooms are nice. They are newly renovated a few years ago. They are very beautiful views, good restaurant. I just bought a present for my mother, who was never in Dubrovnik. Can you imagine? Just a few hours from here. Never in Dubrovnik. I bought her a present and my daughter to go to Dubrovnik in the January. And they had amazing time. They had a great lunch and dinner in the hotel. They were staying in Excelsior's. It's a 3 minutes away from the old town. So I always suggest Excelsior if they want to have a view of the old town and want to be very close to the town. My very favorite is also Hotel Bellevue, which is also 5-star. In terms of pricing, it will be very similar to Excelsior, but it's smaller. It has more light rooms, more contemporary design. But it's like 15-20 minutes away from the town walking, so you will have a good walk if you go back and forth in the old town. But it has a small beach in front. It's more quiet. So that's my two options for Dubrovnik. Other options would be private villas. Lower budget, Dubrovnik Palace and Hotel Compass, which are not near the town. They are like 10 minutes with a taxi from the town.
Perfect. Let's see here. I have a question about weather at festive season. So what's it like during festive?
Yeah, this festival was crazy warm. So depends. Yeah, so we were in the short sleeves, even in Zagreb, which is in north. So I was here. Tin, my coworker, was swimming. I think he said end of November. So I was like, wow. And he's in Hvar. So Dubrovnik had a crazy festive season. Hotels were open, they were full, it was nice weather, no rain. So it really depends. I think it will stay that way. We didn't have snow in the last 3 years, normal snow. So I think the weather will be, unfortunately, in Europe this way.
Right. And how I'm
sorry.
curious too about like staffing and stuff like that during kind of more shoulder and off season. Is it still, I know, is it like Greece where you have like your peak staffing during the peak season and then they all go away?
I would say, in my very personal opinion, I would say staffing will be better in pre and post season. Why? Because you will deal with the more Croatian people, local people, who are full-time employed in these hotels and in these places which are open. Then in a season, when we need to bring more people from other countries, more and more, very honestly, from other countries to work during the season time because it's crowded. And we are really booking pre and post season much more in the last 2 years, counting also this year. That's why I said still middle of July and August have space. May, June, September, we booked more than end of July and August at this stage, very surprisingly. I'm not talking about the yachts, I'm talking about the hotels and the land, sea-based itineraries. So pre-season and post-season is pretty good. I would always choose pre-season because people are fresh and they can't wait to start the season and work and everything. Then the post-season, like
Sure.
end of September can be tricky, but October is then good because people are surprised that we still are working in October, so they're happy that they can still work on October and beginning of November. So yeah.
And what's the earliest you would recommend for the kind of pre-season travelers?
First booking that we had right now is middle of March. But that will not be swimming, that will not be boats. We had itinerary Split, Dubrovnik, 4-night stay in Dubrovnik, 4-night stay in Split, and do the side trips, mostly focused on culture, history, gastronomy.
Gotcha.
Because you never know how the weather will be.
And what would you recommend for the best time for an American traveler to come and visit?
Yachts, boats, beginning of June to the end of September. All other, the best part is summer, of course, if you want to be on the beaches, and so as I said, same with the boats, June to end of September. But if you want to really explore and enjoy, I would rather suggest like April, May, October. As I said, my team was swimming in November, so I would not. I would swim in July, but they did in November. So it really depends what clients are looking. But I would say at the moment, we book a lot of families, a lot of couples, a lot of clients who are 60 plus, May and June. Families are June at this stage for US clients. And you know, we work like 99% with US clients. So it's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then do you want to touch on like a little bit about how you work, if there's a minimum, how you quote, whether it be net or gross, how you pay commissions, all the fun stuff that advisors want to know about?
Sure, of course. So we like to say, as I mentioned in the beginning, the minimum is like 1,000 euros per day. But again, there is a lot of advisors right now that I see the names on the call that they know they reach out to us, and we will do also some other things for them. Because I always say, one day you have a booking of 50K, but tomorrow the daughter, friends of that family will need just pre-nights and the transfers. Of course, we will do that for that advisor. So there is minimum, but at the end, it's about relationship and a long cooperation that we will always do something else for the advisors. We always quote everything. So when we send you the prices, you will see net, you will see base for commission, you will see amount of commission, and you will see gross. You can decide whatever you want to do. You want to pay us net, or you want us to charge a client. We do any way that it's more convenient to you or a client. Average commissions are 10-12%, but we do have advisors who know their clients and they can request 15. We never had more than 15% commission. Difference is with the yachts and boats. You have an international MIBA agreement here, and there is a average commission is 7.5%, very honestly, because we get 15 and we share with advisors half and half. So advisors get 7.5, we get 7.5. You can't mark up on that because it's a contract, so it is what it is. Villas are 10%. All villas that we offer 10% commission for the villas. So that's the approximately how commission things work. We work with we send secure payment links through Flywire, so CC links. Also, we can do wire through Flywire, also with the links, or you can send wire to us directly. But mostly at like 99% in the last few years, it's through the link, and it's mostly CC, mostly credit cards. Commissions we send, if not same week, in these 10 days when clients leave, we send commissions because I don't want to think about commissions. So I'm very pushy when clients leave. It's always me or my accounting that sends you the emails. Please send us invoice for commission so we can send you commission. And it's always maximum week to 10 days that you get your commission on account.
For the breakdown of activities, do you provide a breakdown, or is it more of like a package?
No, we don't like to do breakdowns. Sure. If it's packaged, then we will always tell you, we can do breakdowns of the hotels. So you can get all the prices of the hotels. It will be same as you see the best available rate online or in GDS, but this price also includes your commission, 10%. Amenities, if its hotel is virtuoso, we always do our own amenities. We always surprise clients along the way, so we don't have a specific amenities, but they always get something from us. Also, so yeah, definitely hotels are that pricing that you see online, and we send you also these pricing. If you need, in the terms of the activities, we don't break down each item, but we will jump on a call and tell you, look, clients can save here, clients can save there. Look, this private boat is around 2,000, or this is 3,000 euros, or the city tour is 300. So we talk with the advisors, we jump on a call, so to help them to understand where clients can save money. So, but you will not get itemized costs from our side.
Yeah, what I love what the team does, I mean, they're very transparent. Like Ivana said, she'll jump on a call with the advisor, even with the client too. I mean,
Oh yeah, we do that.
It's great too, because they'll offer alternatives. You know what I mean? Like, that's the whole point of working with Ivana and her team. It's like, here, if you can afford, 5,000 more, this is what you could get for that price. Or if you want to, cut the budget on some line items, this is where I suggest. So it very much is a ebb and flow, in a partnership, like Ivana said. So, which is great.
Yeah, and also very important, not everybody needs to afford the private boat. We have a catamarans which are good and easy, and it's not a long drive. So you can jump in Split and go to Far for 20 euros. So we also do that and support the ferry tickets. We don't get commission for these, but we will do that for advisors and the clients. So there's so many ways where you can save money or put that money to something else. So yeah, and also what Maggie mentioned, we often do jump on a Zoom call or on a WhatsApp call with the agent and client, so we can explain more and shorten the process of the booking. So if you want us, and if you're not familiar with destination, jump on a call with all of us, and it will be much easier to finish the whole process.
Perfect. We do have a couple of more questions, but I am going to let Ivana and the team kind of reach out directly with you guys. Unfortunately, we can't get to all of them. I want to be conscious of everyone's time. So I appreciate you guys joining. Again, we'll have plenty of opportunities for you to connect with the team. Ivana will be in touch too, not only with the sales presentation, but a recap of kind of what we talked about on today's call. If you need to get in touch, you can always reach out through the J.MAK at email addresses. Those are going to be posted on the partner page on jmak.com, J2Collection. And then always be sure to be copying in hi@jmak.com, so we see that too. And you'll get the fastest response in the industry. But Ivana, thank you so much. I'm so excited for J2Collection. Your growth has been amazing. I love a female-run company too. Amen to that, sister. So super excited for 2024 and what the journey has to bring for all of us. So thank you.
And we forgot to mention the J.MAK amenity.
Oh my God, I'm fired.
I forgot also. So it's 100 euros for all bookings that are more than 10Ks.
More than
but
10K.
Please put always that in the email when you CC J.MAK and everybody, so we know it's from them. So yeah, that's
yeah,
and goes to a commission or the gift to a client, depending whatever you want to do.
Awesome. Yes, always CC hi and J.MAK, and remember that is your incentive to get those J.MAK amenities on top of what you would get through anything else. So thank you all so much. Yeah, thanks for joining, and thank you, Ivana. Thank you, Dolores.
Thank you for
thanks
your
everyone
time.
for being here.
Thanks.
Bye.